How do you get the absolute best quality from your phone microphone while your good microphones are all packed away for moving? Yikes, it is now officially 10:10 p.m. I have not recorded this late in years. Father Jordan, I don't know if you are goofing. I don't know if you are gaffing. I don't know if you are having a guffaw. But I get questions like this all the time on the BSP. And when I get questions like this, many times I answer them through testing. And that's what I am doing. What you are listening to right now, the audio, is my voice being recorded in my iPhone 10. Not using any external microphones, not using any fancy recording software, just recording directly in the stock voice memo app. When I am done with this, sorry for the handling noise. There's nothing that can be done about that while I handle the microphone. When I am done with this, I will airdrop it to my computer, sync it up with the video, and that's what you'll hear. It's not even recording WAV. This is recording M4A. So if you want higher quality audio files, you would have to go third party. I'm assuming you're on iPhone, iOS. Maybe you're not. On iOS, I don't believe the voice memo app does WAV. But what I am doing to get the audio this good, I do not have the microphone, I do not have the phone sat on my desk. I have a Euphoria UM2 box, I have a Beyerdynamic MC930 box, and then I have two 1 foot by 1 foot sound panels. The reason I am doing this is it's getting the microphone closer to the sound source. That is improving the signal to background noise ratio, the fan noise, the dogs barking outside, the cars revving their engine. Because the microphone is closer to our mouth and it is no closer to those sound sources, the microphone is going to perceive our voice as being louder in relationship to those background sound sources. So let me go ahead and now offer two samples that are less than ideal, because this is how I would set up my phone to record. I would probably use a third-party app that records WAV, but other than that, getting the phone closer to my mouth, putting some sound panels so it's not being impacted by reflections off of the cardboard boxes, this is how I would do it. I'll start off this comparison with the phone in the setup that I would use, and here's how it sounds, a couple inches away from my mouth. Now for the first comparison, nothing has changed other than the removal of the sound panels and the boxes. So the phone is now 1 foot away from my mouth, sat directly on my desk. It's going to sound more distant, it's going to sound more reverberant, and it is probably going to be picking up the reflections directly off of the desk and sound a bit worse. This is likely the most common setup for recording voice with a phone. People sat the phone directly on their desk and record and go. And again, here is how the phone sounds a couple inches away from my mouth with foam and boxes underneath it, so it's level with my mouth. Now I am doing something that I don't think anybody would ever make the decision to do. The phone is still sat directly on my desk, but instead of being 1 foot away, I pushed it back 2 feet away. Nobody would say, oh yeah, let's go ahead and make it sound more distant. Let's go ahead and make the background noises more prominent in the recording. Maybe somebody would. This is just to demonstrate bad audio, so you hear the difference between a bad setup and a better setup. Father Jordan, thank you very much for leaving the comment and asking the question. I hope that was helpful, and I also hope that you weren't just pulling my leg to get me to do something silly, like demonstrate this. Thank you very much. Let's go back to future Bandrew, but for you, past Bandrew. Sugar-doo-doo, digga-doo-doo, digga-doo-doo.